Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Baltimore Orioles. Here's the second baseman, Kolten Wong. He will lead this one off today.
Second baseman, Kolten Wong.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Mancini is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
Fowler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Our game time temperature pushing up close to 90 degrees, 89 degrees to be exact at first pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Swing and a ground ball to third. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting third. Center field.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of. Into the box now, Tim Beckham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Now the pitch.
Designated hitter, Tim Beckham.
Turned on down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. In now for the O's, Danny Valencia. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Ozuna has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are two gone. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a two-run shot to left center as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's only spring training, but this is the kind of swing that makes you anxious for the season start. Track the ball all the way and just exploded on it for a homer. He looks ready.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Wainwright's ready. Here it is on 0-1. This is skied into short left center. DeYoung has a play, and that ends the inning. But the Orioles strike for two thanks to the two-run home run. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
DeJong in an 0-2 hole here.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on a defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Paul DeJong goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Matt Carpenter.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Way out in front. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Into the box, Jose Martinez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. It's the Orioles 2. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Pham is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. Ready now for Baltimore, Mark Trumbo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Ozuna looks up, and that one is gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo, and the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
In now is Pedro Alvarez.
Pedro Alvarez.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Susac. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. This is skied into short left center. DeJong is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Here's Jed Jerko now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Just foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Yadier Molina. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9. Digging in to try it again, Tim Beckham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Now Beckham with a swing and a deep drive to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0. They've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see it.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0. Here's Manny Machado now.
Manny Machado.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Left fielder.
Riding in once again, Trey Mancini. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Skied into straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 6.
Ready for another chance? Jonathan Schoop. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Wainwright's ready. Here's the 0-1. Big swing by Schoop now, and a ball traveling well to left field. And gone. An absolute bomb. Standing in now, Adam Jones. Hit in the air down the right field line. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Here's Colton Wong now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Dexter Fowler comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
In now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Carlos Martinez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0. In now is Pedro Alvarez.
Pedro Alvarez.
Popped him up. Molina is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Susac. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. High pop-up. Martinez is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tim Beckham, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. This will ricochet off of him on the mound. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The 0-1 on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's Matt Carpenter looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started that swing a bit too early.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. On the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down by a touch. Down 7-0.
Number 39.
First delivery to him on the way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Pham ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But, Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. And that's off his leg on the mound. safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's set. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Mark Trumbo stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Mancini at third, Schoop at second, Jones at first, one gone. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The next 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of...
High and deep to right. Back goes Fowler at the track. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. Digging in once again, Pedro Alvarez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. From the stretch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will... Striding in once again, Jed Jerko. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
0-1 the count to Molina. Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. Alvarez waits on it, and that ends the inning. 2-3 go the Cardinals. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Jack Flaherty gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, but designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. High in the air out to center field. Pham has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 2.
Digging in once again, Danny Valencia. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be. Greg Garcia is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Greg Garcia.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Tapped out in front of home. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting,
Harrison Bader will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Hot shot to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Greg Garcia will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here. Greg Holland enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 56. Greg
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. 1 out.
The batter, left fielder, Ray Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is the center fielder. And that's the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 6.
Ready for another chance? Jonathan Schoop. He homered back in the third inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A 2-run shot here for Adam Jones as they push this lead up to 9 now. Mark Trumbo will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Ready with the 0-1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Luke Boyd
He's going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Number 34 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Hit down the third baseline. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So close, but with 1 swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Oh, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out, thinking about the 9th D-roll, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Cards lead. Number 34 is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Alex Mejia is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Now pitching for St. Louis, number 67.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Check swing grounder to the right side. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. Ozuna will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Ready once again, Andrew Susac. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into center field, line drive base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Bader going back on it at the track. The wall. See you later. Over the wall. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His second of the game as the blowout continues. Into the box now, Danny Valencia. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Here's Manny Machado now. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Digging in to try it again, Trey Mancini. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Little dribbler down the line. The 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Bader. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Right side hit hard. Schoop ranging deep into the hole. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
I'll tell you what, Dero, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their 2nd knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed. So it was a swinging strike 3. Francisco Pena retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Fly ball right down the line in left. Mancini on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The O's jumped out to MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Into the box, Tim Beckham. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Beckham.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Second. Third baseman,
Oh, okay.
number
I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Ready now for Baltimore. Danny Valencia. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's just 1 for 6. First offering on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Valencia, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 19th round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The relay. But he'll be in there with a double. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores too. We'll see if they can cash them in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Span to the track. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. The relay, and he is in there.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Kiermaier looks up, and it's gone. So a 3-run shot to left center as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by 4 early on. What a great start.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
In now for the O's, Mark Trumbo. The pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Gomez. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, Adam Jones. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Robertson over to his left. And that retires the side. But 4 runs score in the inning. Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rays, designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh and 1, here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Machado. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, T-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Here's C.J. Cron now. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Duffy at second with 2 down. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Now at the plate, Chris Davis. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-2 once more. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Span, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Into the box, Andrew Susac. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least, you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Beckham. First offering on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Here's the 0-1. Now Beckham with a swing and a deep drive to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Well, sometimes runs come in bunches, and that's definitely the case in this inning. That's 3, count them, 3 home runs in this frame alone. 4 for the game. Did someone throw a home run derby they didn't tell me about? Sure looks that way.
It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The second baseman, number 6.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set and the pitch. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. On now to the bottom of the second. The Orioles are on top, 7-0. Digging in now, Denard Span. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And he'll fight off the Grapefruit League sky here as he takes this one in for route number 1.
Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. So digging in now, Carlos Gomez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. The 1-0. Is taken, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Is strike two swinging. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They need to get some. Digging in for his second at bat, Mark Trumbo. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing called strike. 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Span looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Robertson fields it cleanly. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Got him. Striding in once again, Andrew Susac. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Andrew Susac.
Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. Gomez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Tim Beckham.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tim Beckham, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, that last at bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 9-0.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 10-0 score.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In now, Trey Mancini. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Kiermaier. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Standing in now, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. No hits to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly.
And leading up for the Rays, the shortstop, Daniel Robertson.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
21-3 today. Baltimore jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 32 pitches well enough to get the W. Blake Snell was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasker.